Thank you for stopping by Luxuriously Poor, and I hope you find today's video helpful. And I would like to say that if you need wisdom on what to do for now or the future, this book is extremely helpful. You know, a lot of people are complaining about the high price of food, but they don't really want to do anything to solve the problem. They're going in the hole to buy groceries and not paying their bills or their credit cards that they ran up. And we've forgotten the old ways. We've forgotten poke salad and rhubarb and all the wild things that used to grow around. My grandmother never used a grocery store. You'd watch her walking out the door with her rifle and coming back with a couple of squirrel. And there was dinner. And some canned beans that she had canned or done something with, or she would come back with a mess of poke salad. Now, some of you may start to say, well, wait a minute, she knows what poke salad is? Yeah, I know what poke salad is, and you better be careful, and you better know how to cook it, or you might poison yourself. But you looking at these pan of biscuits, I have been so broke. See, sometimes you move and it becomes harder. Like the area I live in right now, oh, it's real difficult. There are a few things that do grow wild, and I can tell you right now, I freeze them. I cook them and on a regular basis as long as I can get my hand on them. But these pan of biscuits, there's nothing wrong with getting up and having yourself a biscuit with just a little bit of butter and jelly on it. And that can be your breakfast for days. I've done it. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to teach you what two women taught me. And these women knew what being hungry really was like. And they showed me their ideas of what they did so that I could build a pantry and never have to worry about food again. And so I'm going to share that with you. Now, it's up to you whether you pull yourself out of that hole or you're willing to do it or whether you're not willing to do it. It's completely your decision. But if you will do this, it will help you and you will never have to worry again when it comes to food. You'll have a very well-stocked pantry. Many times when you're doing something like this, you get very tired of eating the same thing every day. So what I'm going to do is show you different ways of switching up and cooking really cheap so that you don't get so bored. I am going to show you in the future in other videos what you can do with potatoes that's really kind of cheap and will feed you really well. Now, when it comes to your children, let them eat at school. Now, some kids will complain, I don't like school. Well, you know what? They don't like the food at school. Too bad. That's what's all you can afford. For the moment, let them suffer through it just like you have to suffer. It will build character in them. Now, I'm going to show you some cornmeal here. When I made my cornbread, I never put egg. I couldn't afford the eggs. Now, what I would suggest for dinner, this is what I did to get myself out of a hole. I bought a bag of cornmeal. Now look at the price of this, and I can tell you that this cornmeal will feed you all week long. And beans. That's right. Pick your choice. I remember that my mom would buy 2 pounds of beans, and that did all 5 of us for the whole week. Okay? And the cornbread, the bag of cornbread, did the same thing, because when you make a pound of cornbread, it will feed 8 people. There's 8 pieces. So there was always some left over because there was only 5 of us. That left 3 more pieces that they could eat later. Now, the choice of beans you want is up to you, what you like. And that's what I would go with. I'm just showing you some prices and different varieties. And I'm looking at it and saying 2 bags of beans, close to $4. Cornmeal for a week, and you're looking at $9, close to $10. That will feed you for an entire week for dinner. I would never buy these beans. They didn't have any regular beans. You're paying this price for this because of that little packet inside. And so I wouldn't mess with them. Personally, Walmart, I'm shocked. They didn't have much of anything. Now, this is one of my favorite beans. You don't have to do this. I've showed you this before. I love this so much. I do it quite often. And I have a small cooker. This cooker right here will hold enough beans to feed 5 people easily. And so what I would do is I will cook the beans in there. But remember, you can mix your beans. You could put pinto beans with white beans. Do it all the time. Soup beans are just that way. You know, there is lots of things that we have forgotten about the old ways and how they did things. People don't even know what poke salad is. They don't know so many things that are free food. Break up your cornbread. I should have done this in a bowl, but I didn't. I just put it on a plate, and that's not what I should have done. I should have threw it in a bowl, because that way it will hold the juice and the liquid, the broth from the beans, which is absolutely delicious. You just pour it over your beans, put your beans on it, put it in the bowl, and that is dinner. And that is dinner for an entire week for $10. It's wonderful. You got your carbs, you got your proteins. Now, you want some green to it? I don't know. Throw some in there, but you can survive. And the money that you save on doing this, you put it aside, because you're going to use that money to pull yourself out of a hole, whether it be for a mortgage payment or stocking up so you never run out of food again. But come back, because I'm going to show you some other stuff.